The most intimidating thing for people selling their product in the brick and mortar is actually talking to the person that you're going to have to speak to get your product onto their shelves. It's not that scary. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the best answers that I used to the three main questions that always came up when I was pitching inside of retail stores. So watch the video and let's find out together.
A few years ago, 9 University started out as two guys building an Amazon business selling cornhole lights and talking about it in front of a camera in a 300 square foot studio apartment. Now it's an organization with 150 plus people on payroll featured in the likes of Forbes, Business Insider, Sourcing Journal, and more. 9 University is a team, and we have to share what we know with the world, with you. It's not about what we offer, it's about gaining knowledge and expertise from real people, building real businesses that you can apply to yourself. Let's freaking get it. 9 University. It's who we are.
People get so intimidated about actually having to talk to somebody. You know, that fear of getting rejected is a real fear. It really is. Trust me. I've had it myself too. The more I've done it, the better I've got at it. When you're sitting down in front of that person and you've already given your pitch, in my academy, I teach you how to give that pitch and what you have to say. But there's always gonna be objections. There's always gonna be answers, for the most part anyways. Here's 3 of the biggest objections I would always get when I would sit down and pitch my product to get it onto retail shelves. And then here's 3 of the answers, the best answers I had to those objections. And I tell you what, as long as you have a good product and you stand by it, then these answers will work. All right, so I'm going to interrupt real fast. I want to try to set up the scenario here. We're going to have 2 different characters that you're going to be looking at. One of them is going to be a person trying to get their product onto the shelves, just like you're going to be. And the other one, the bearded fella, he's going to be the store manager or the business owner, the one that's going to be having, that's going to have power of purchase of putting that product onto the shelves. I'm not a very good actor. Trust me, I'm not. So this is my best crack at it. I hope you enjoy the show.
Nice to meet you, young man. Welcome to my office. What is it that you're trying to sell?
Hi, my name is... and I'm from... I'm really trying to get this product onto your shelves.
All of that sounds very well. I have just one concern. I just do not see your product sitting on my shelves.
Wouldn't fit in their store. Yes, I heard that a lot of times. This is a very good answer that you'll have to be able to come back to them. You know what, sir? It's funny you say that because I've been in your store a few times now and I can see my product sitting right over there next to the... I really see that you have my competition sitting in here. You know, my competition is not only as good, but much better than the quality of a lot of it sitting on your store shelves right now. I think it would look really good sitting right next to the... I really think that, I really do think it's a great fit because when I very first started sourcing this product, your store was one of the very top ones in mind that I was thinking it would do very well. Here was the second biggest question I would always hear right here.
Oh, yes, very, very nice. But exclusivity. I want exclusivity.
Yes, exclusivity. It does come up from time to time. Now, exclusivity might not always be a bad thing, but in the very beginning, you might want to say this. You know, it's funny you mentioned exclusivity. You know, at the time, we're a very new product, a very new brand, and we're going to get out there and test the markets with our product. What's going to happen is we want to see where our product is going to do good and where it's not going to do as well. And the places that are going to do good for us and us for them, they will end up getting more exclusivity than other places. But in the very beginning, we're just testing the waters on every store out there. We really want to see where we're going to do good and where we're going to, not do as well. But I have a really good feeling about your store. Like I said, I've been thinking about your store since day one started. Later on down the road, we can talk about exclusivity. And I tell you what, if you do good for us, we're going to do good for you. There you go. Exclusivity. That's how you handle that question. And trust me, it can come up. Now, here is the number one question that I would always get, or objection, whatever one you want to say.
Ah, that sounds great. But there's one last concern that I have, and that is your price margins. Your price margins are just too thin for me. I don't think we can have a deal because the margins are so bad.
You would hear that more times than not. This is what I would always say when that question would arise. Margins. Yes, margins. They are super important for us too. That is how we're going to be able to have such a great relationship in the future. You see, we are in the very beginning of getting our product out into the public. Once we start selling more, like we know we will, like our retail sales will get there, then our margins will get better. The more business we do with our suppliers, the better margins that we will get. This will also be able to increase your margins. So the better we do, the better you'll do. And in the future, we'll have a better relationship. Margins will get better on our end. Margins will get better on your end also. Just got to hang in there with us for a little bit. So there you go. That's how you answer when they start talking about price margins. You have to let them know that as your company gets bigger and better, your margins will get better, making their margins get better. And that's how I run my business. That's how I continue to run my business. And that's how you should run your business.
Well, I tell you what, you got yourself a deal.
Well, thank you. I'm glad we made this deal. The biggest thing that I want to teach you guys off of this video is it's not as scary as it may seem. It's really not. When you finally get to that point to sit down next to that person and talk to them, then you'll have your guns loaded. And in my academy that I have linked down below, I teach you and I prepare you and I have you 100,000% ready to walk into that store and get your product sitting on the shelves, just like I got these sitting on 24 different stores right now. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to learn more, then subscribe down below. I always got new videos coming out teaching how to sell on Amazon, how to sell in brick and mortar. Hey, click down below at whatever stream that you're watching, subscribe, and hey, I hope to see you again. I hope you enjoyed my video. I'll be looking forward to answering your comments down below. And if you want more training on how to get into brick and mortar, our retail stores, then hey, maybe go check out my academy that's down there. Clicks the Bricks. A lot of you guys are good at clicks on Amazon selling, but I really know that you need to be getting into those bricks and mortar stores too. So thank you very much. My name is Mike Vale. I'll catch you later.